I've never been this excited for a date before. Dressed up for the occasion. The dating pool sucks. Going on my first ever blind date with a book. I'm sorry, I'm not that unhinged, and also I'm not that bold. Kind of sworn off dating apps for the moment, but I am gonna take a risk with the books that I've been reading. So my sister actually gave me a blind date with a book that she had ordered on Etsy, and I thought it would be a great time for me to do that. I just finished the Throne of Glass series, and Onyx Storm is coming out next week. And before I put myself from one hugely emotionally turbulent series to another, I thought it would be great if I were to take a little bit of a breather in between. Never have I ever been on a blind date with a book. This is like almost too pretty. Like I don't even want to really unwrap it, but I'm so eager to see what's inside. So let's take out the bookmark, highlighter. It's so gorgeous. These stickers, oh, they are glued on here. I can like save these stickers. That's so cute. I feel like I'm destroying art or something. I got into junk journaling recently and I'm like so excited to like use these pieces on something else. That's destroyed. Never mind. I'm gonna be so devastated if I have this book. Oh my god. Wait, I don't have this one. Tweet cute. I don't even think I've ever heard of this, by Emma Lord. Oh, that's such a cute little cover. Oh my god. Let's see what it's about. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Meet Pepper, swim team captain, chronic overachiever, and all-around perfectionist. Her family may be falling apart, but their massive fast food chain is booming, mainly thanks to Pepper, who is barely managing to struggle real life while secretly running Big Leagues Burger's massive Twitter account. Enter Jack, class clown and constant thorn in Pepper's side. When he isn't trying to duck out of his obscenely popular twin's shadow, he's busy working in his family's deli. His relationship with the business that holds his future may be love-hate, but when Big League Burger steals his grandma's iconic grilled cheese recipe, he'll do whatever it takes to take them down, one tweet at a time. All's fair in love and cheese, that is, until Pepper and Jack's spat turns into a viral Twitter war. Little do they know, while they're publicly duking it out with snarky memes and retweet battles, they're also falling for each other in real life on an anonymous chat app Jack built. As their relationship deepens and their online shenanigans escalate, people on the internet are shipping them. Their battle gets more and more personal until even these two rivals can't ignore that they were destined for the most unexpected, awkward, all the feels romance that neither of them expected. I'm kind of like gagged. I really do like that premise. That's so cute. Also, the fact that their names are Pepper and Jack. We'll accept it for the premise that it's a rom-com, but this is like one of my favorite tropes when a couple is communicating online and they don't know that it's each other. I'm actually so excited to read this, and I'm so excited that this is my blind date with a book. As far as blind dates go, I hope it goes well. The tension between me and my blind date right now, because it's sitting right in front of me as I'm doing some work, is unparalleled. I want to read so bad. Ever since I opened it this morning, I'm like, can I just read just a little bit? But no, I can't. I gotta keep working. But I've never been this excited for a date before in my life, which is probably not a good thing. But so excited. I can't wait. Tonight I'm probably gonna like peel into this. It is the weekend, people, specifically a very nice Saturday night. And you know what that means. It is time for us to go on a blind date. I am so excited to start this book. I haven't read a lick of it yet. Dressed up for the occasion. I wore a very nice dress. Also, I got these like fleece leggings off of TikTok shop. Honestly, thought they were a scam, but they're pretty cute. I'm so excited to go on my blind date, and I think we're gonna start it with something sweet. I'm gonna make some brownies while we start reading this book. Best brownie mix, and I stand by this, is Ghirardelli brownies. For my blind date, we are going to guarantee that I'm eating something I like. Okay, but for real, has anyone ever been on like a successful blind date? Like if I were to actually go on a blind date, I think I'd be really scared. I mean, not only would I be worried that they were a murderer or like, you know, the general male specimen weirdo, what if it's just not a good date? Like what if you're just like not having a good time? Has anyone been on like a good blind date, or a good date for that matter? The dating pool sucks. Look away, germaphobes. I love looking cool. Is anyone as obsessed with Heartstopper as I am? I just keep rewatching I'm so obsessed. I just think that their crush is so cute, and I have the reaction to season 1 on my channel, which I'll link up above, but I just keep rewatching it. So while we're making brownies and reading my book, I'm gonna be having Heartstopper in the background because when I read, I like need background noise. Usually I'll play like music, I'll watch a show, I'll put something on in the background. While that is baking, we are gonna get started on Tweet Cute. I haven't read like a fluffy little romance in like a little bit because I've been so devoted to Throne of Glass. It's like a reward. Ooh, there's multiple parts. Part 1. So my brownies are finally done and I've gotten some headway in the book. I really like the beginning of this, like truly. I think the banter is already so good and there's so many facets to the relationship between Pepper and Jack. They are so funny. Like not only are they like bantering in school, Jack really likes to tease her. Her is very annoyed with him, but he's kind of like pulling her leg a little bit. Like it's fun for him to rile her up. What I think is cool is that they're having this rivalry on Twitter because both of them are managing restaurant accounts for their parents. Jack thinks that her mom's restaurant stole his grandmother's recipe for grilled cheese and is trying to make it popular at her restaurant, accuses her of stealing it, and it becomes super viral. So now they have this rivalry on Twitter. And not only that, but Jack also created an app that their school uses called Weasel. And I think it's cool because basically it's like anonymous people from their school only. Everyone on the school is on it, and it just got banned by the school, but people are obviously still using it. And every person is assigned an animal. He's wolf, Pepper is bluebird. And so what I think is fun is that at any moment, when you do one-on-one chats with people, at any moment, it could reveal your actual identity and you're no longer anonymous. But since Jack created the app, he turned off that code for him and Bluebird specifically. And he also has the ability to look her up, but he doesn't want to because he likes talking to her anonymously. One of my favorite tropes is having this anonymous chatting where you don't know the other person. And I love that they have a rivalry in real life. It's so cute. I'm really excited to see more about this like Twitter rivalry that they have going on. That's anonymous too. Sometimes when social media is included in books, it can be cringe, but I think that this is doing it in like a funny way. So I like it so far. I'm gonna make myself dinner now because I am getting hungry. I'm about to enjoy the heck out of these Ruth's Chris leftovers while watching Heartstopper and fangirling over Nick and Charlie and reading some Tweet Cute. My perfect Saturday night. I have my brownie and I have my book. I'm such a middle piece girl, but my OCD wouldn't let me be the first person to cut into the middle because then there'd be a hole in the middle. I don't go on blind dates in my pajamas, but I'm tired. We reached over 100 pages in Tweet Cute, and now I'm in part 2. Jack and Pepper have now realized they are the ones feuding with each other on Twitter. Now, originally Jack was really pissed. You're attacking my family. We're just a small business. Her family's business turned into a corporation, whereas his remained a small business. They were actually really struggling because of this Twitter feud and them going back and forth. His Twitter blew up and other YouTubers, vloggers started covering the situation and making it into this huge thing. They have so much business and the family's so happy and they're doing so well again that Jack goes to Pepper like, let's continue this. So their tweets get more and more vicious, and honestly, they're funny as hell. Like, these tweets are really fucking funny. And like, I'm not somebody who goes on Twitter, so like, I don't really know like that atmosphere, but like just reading their messages are hilarious. The sarcasm and the wit and the humor is like just my style. So I'm having a really good time with this blind date. It's really nice. I also like how Pepper and Jack's relationship is developing. I think that they are softening up to each other in real life, which is nice. They still have no idea that they are messaging anonymously on Weasel. I wonder if he's gonna like find out in real life, if he's gonna notice something that she says, or if he's gonna give in and go and look at her email like he's able to do, because he did mention mentioned that. He's like, I'm not really sure why I'm not looking that up. He's like, I kind of like that she's anonymous. And honestly, like, this is a good distraction because TikTok just got banned. The way my stomach dropped at 10:30 getting that message. Pretty good so far, and I'm gonna continue in the morning with this read. Afternoon peeps, it's the next day, and it is viciously snowing outside. I was actually supposed to meet my book club and then go to the gym, and that has been scrapped because of the stupid weather not cooperating. Like, what is the reason? Like, to what reason do we need that? But anyway, that gives me more time to spend with my blind date with a book. I think I could kill this book. Like, I think I could like finish it either today or tomorrow. Like, it's a pretty small book, and honestly, I'm enjoying it so much that even last night I was like, I wish I could be reading more of it, but I wanted to read a physical copy and also film my reaction for you guys. So I held off. You're welcome. It's like she's a content creator. Did anyone else get TikTok back? That was the shortest ban of my life. I have it back now and I'm scrolling like an addict. Not gonna lie, I was a little bit like, oh, this is kind of nice. I'm not doom scrolling anymore. And now we're right back to it. But anyway, so let's get to reading. I'm so excited. Facets of this book is that Jack is an identical twin and he gets mixed up constantly by his parents, his family, his classmates, and Pepper is the only one who can immediately tell it's him and not his brother Ethan. And I think that's really important to Jack because Jack really sees himself as Ethan's like stand-in. Like, Ethan to him is like the golden child, class president, you know, captain of the diving team. Like, he's the one who's going to leave their little deli and take over the world. And Jack feels like he just kind of takes over Ethan's leftovers, and his family sees him as the only kid who's gonna stick around, and they kind of just presume he's gonna take over the deli without even asking him. I think it's really important to him and kind of unnerving that Pepper can tell that he is himself, and I think that's such a cute little touch. I think it's so adorable. I think it's hilarious when they're fighting and she can just immediately tell it's Jack. And she describes it too. She's like, they carry themselves as different, their personalities. Jack always has this like half smirk on his face. She's not like consciously able to be like, I can totally differentiate them, but like she's kind of in her head like, duh, they're so different. I don't think she realizes that she's the only one who can really do that, and I think that's so sweet. I feel so bad for Ethan and Jack. I feel like they're both just really mad at each other for thinking the grass is greener. Ethan just went on the Twitter page and violated a bet that Jack and Pepper had made. Jack describes like all of his frustration and anger is like a really good description, and the last line is so good. It's like, I've been watching the shadow of some moon cross over me my whole life, and now it's just a full eclipse. Basically saying that Ethan has just been projecting a shadow that looks exactly like him over Jack his whole life. At least that's how Jack feels. Also, I'm on page 200, so pretty good progress. Oh, this line is so sad. God is the crux of the whole thing. I can't blame it on anything. I can't say it's because he's taller or better looking or older or any of the things a brother could say when one outshines the other. We got all the same tools. He's just better at using them than I am. That's so sad. I love the way that this author like describes their personal dilemmas. As funny as the book is, there is some really, really good poignant quotes in here. Oh my god! Wolf and Bluebird, aka Jack and Pepper, want to meet up to reveal their identities. And it was Jack who suggested it because he was texting with Pepper. I wonder how they're gonna react. Just finished my blind date with a book and oh my god, it was so cute. I'm gonna rate it 4 stars. It was like the dorkiest, foodiest, chronically online book I read, and it was so adorable. I really did like it. A couple things happened at the end. Pepper found out that Jack created Weasel and that she put 2 and 2 together that he was Wolf. Confronted him about it. They both got suspended because the principal was not happy about this app being created. I feel like both of them had a lot of like personal growth to go through with their parents, because biggest plot twist of all time, turns out out that Pepper's mom actually did copy the grilled cheese on purpose because she had dated Jack's dad when she was in college, and he copied and took credit for a lot of her recipes in his restaurant. Grandma Belly, who this all started with because it was her grilled cheese, knew it and apologized and was like, you know, I told him not to do it, like, you know, give him hell for it. And she waited a couple decades and got her revenge. That was a plot twist, because this whole time I was thinking this mom was a monster. I really didn't like the mom. Putting all of her business and all of her like social media problems on her daughter, and then getting mad at her daughter for the subsequent consequences. Well, you shouldn't be asking your teenage daughter to do this anyway. You are a large corporation that can afford to hire someone to do this. Pepper had that confrontation with her mom, and then also Jack had a confrontation with his dad. The really fun thing that I liked about the end was that both kids were very persistent about like what they wanted to do with their lives, and also they both went to work for each other's parents. So Pepper went to work for Jack's mom. She works at the deli because she wants to maybe open a bakery, work on her blog, which I think is so cute. Jack wanted to work in app development, so he went to intern for Big League Burger with his girlfriend's mom. And I think that was like a really nice way to end it. And it was so cute because at the end there was like a whole article as an update about their relationship and like what was happening with them. I think it was so cute, and I love that they're in college and like still together. With Paige, who is Pepper's sister, who like the whole book not talking to the mom because she was so upset about moving to New York, about the divorce of their parents and all this kind of stuff. I like how at the end they were trying to repair their little family, and Paige is now a part of their friend group. I think this book was so nice, and I think if you're like a huge foodie like I am, I think you will appreciate it because the way that they describe food in this book is almost like reverent. It's so cute, and honestly, like just reading about this makes me want a grilled cheese so bad. Like the monster cake, the different macaroons. Oh my god, it made my mouth water reading this. Like something to be said about like when there isn't even that visual stimulation, that you just like can read about a menu item and you want it so badly. The way that they describe the characters loving on food is just so fun and entertaining. That combined with social media is like two of my favorite things. Like it was just so cute. I really do have to thank my own sister for buying me this book, because I really didn't know how this blind date was gonna turn out, because I am someone who is like particular about the books I buy. I go through a very intense vetting process usually. I look up Goodreads ratings, I read a lot of reviews, I like go through if my friends have read it. Usually it takes a fan art or two to sway me into reading something, and this is like the first time that I really had no control over that and just decided to read something without even knowing what it was gonna be. And it was such a good pick. I haven't heard anything of this book. Like when I opened it, I thought it was gonna be something that I at least heard of, and I've never heard of this before. Never have ever been on a blind date with a book. This was such a good read for me. If you guys have read this, please let me know. If you have any more series or any more books you would like me to read, please let me know. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.